Hello and welcome to Sports Etc., the podcast where we talk about sports and how shampoo is actually edible. I'm Harmon, Kahl.
I'm Garrison.
And a very happy Easter to everyone who celebrates out there. And if you don't, just happy weekend. We got a nice little plethora of things to talk about today.
Yeah, we got some good stuff right here. We got some feedback. We're gonna keep it a little shorter for you guys today. We gotta hike up the volume, hopefully. So
hopefully it's a bit louder. Hopefully we're actually able to post it on YouTube this week. Hopefully you guys are actually seeing us.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties. We got it out eventually. But
yes, we did.
All right.
So let's start it off with something that was a failure. The Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh boy. Okay.
The Los Angeles Lakers were trying to build a super team by signing all the best free agents, and it just didn't work.
It really
just didn't work. It was
they're trying to take the model like the the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in football. So what they did is they got like a bunch of old people, like older guys that were still kind of good, and they
just got Tom Brady.
They got Tom Brady, who obviously, like, even if you don't know football, you probably know who Tom Brady is.
Like, okay, no, they were trying to do what the Golden State Warriors did by building a super team.
Yes, they're trying to build a super team of
just all-stars.
Just all-stars.
Future Hall of Famers.
Yeah, so the Lakers tried to do the same things. Like, again, somebody that even if you don't know basketball, Mr. LeBron James is on the Lakers. Former, I think he was the first overall pick, Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, he was drafted by the Nuggets.
He was drafted out of high school also, just like LeBron James. Who else? Dwight Howard, right? No.
He used to be Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis.
You said Russell Westbrook.
Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook. I think both of those were former MVPs. If not,
Westbrook won an MVP because he averaged.
I know Westbrook won an MVP.
I don't know if Anthony Davis won an MVP, but he was definitely up there.
But yeah, so on paper this team should be really good
and probably win the championship.
But in actuality, they missed the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
they missed the playoffs. In a league where, like 2/3 of the teams make the playoffs to begin with.
Play-in tournament sucks. Like 2/3 of the team makes the playoffs. So they were bad. They were actually bad. So yeah,
very bad.
So they ended up firing their head coach, obviously as they should, because if you have a team like that and you just don't win, I think it might have to do with the coaching staff. LeBron was carrying that team though.
LeBron was really the only guy that was going out there consistently and being like, "Come on, guys, let's do it." He was like really pushing the team forward.
They did deal with some injuries, though. Anthony Davis is out for a while. LeBron got hurt for a while. Did Russell Westbrook get hurt?
Maybe. I don't know. But I feel like that's not really an excuse for the team you've created being that bad.
Mm-hmm.
You've got, like, even if you're not starting your big name guys,
mm-hmm.
like, you're a National Basketball Association team. You should be able to compete with, and especially with I don't know if there's a salary cap in the NBA.
I'm not sure either.
Okay, but the point is it's Los Angeles. As we discussed on our last episode, the Dodgers, because possibly of living in Los Angeles, have actually kind of been able to like pay a lot of money so they can win.
They're buying World Series rings.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So poor Frank Vogel. Well, no, not poor. He got an opportunity to coach the Lakers. He'll probably be a coach somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean he's not really a terrible coach.
No,
but it just didn't work out.
Failed experiment.
Yeah.
Lakers, shame on you.
So yeah, that's our first thing right out the gate this week. We're gonna move on now. The Masters
happened.
The Masters did in fact happen.
They did happen.
Tiger Woods, as we talked about last week, competed for the first time since what was that, like last year in 2020? He got injured.
2021, early 2021, he got hurt.
But it was actually him that did not win or even place very well at all.
Came in 47th.
He finished 13 strokes over par, which means like par is like what you should be at.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the suggested amount basically of swings that you should take to get a hole.
Mm-hmm.
And he throughout all the 4 days, he got 13 over what you should. It was actually a guy named Scotty Scheffler who won the Masters.
Sounds like a dog's name.
Scotty.
Sounds like
what breed is he? Oh, he's a Scotty Scheffler.
Sounds like someone would name their dog that in like Ireland or something. Like, oh, come over, Scotty.
Scotty.
That was a bad accent. I should just stop.
It's all right. But yeah, Scotty Scheffler. I believe he's pretty young. I think I was reading something that
he was 25. He's 25.
He's like the third player, 25 or under, to win the Masters, and the other one is like Tiger Woods and I don't even know. But
So he's in good company.
Yeah, so we don't really follow golf, but you
No.
know, we have some base knowledge. He won by 3 strokes, which that's not super tiny. That's not like a nail. I mean, it is a nail biter. It's golf. You know, things can happen, but that's a solid win. Number 2, especially if you consider number 2 is Rory McIlroy, who is he's from Northern Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
He is a very well-known player. He used to be the world number 1. He finished with 7 under par. We got a Irishman named man, I just looked up what the S was. S. Lowry.
Probably
Shane.
Scotty. Oh,
Shane Lowry,
I wonder if he has a dog named Scotty because he's from Ireland.
perhaps.
Perhaps.
And this guy is from
Australia.
No, it's New Zealand.
Oh, that's New Zealand.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
His name's Cameron Smith. He got tied for 3rd, and this guy named Colin Morikawa. So there's your top 5. The only guy I've really heard of on that is Rory McIlroy because I have a golf game for the Xbox One called Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. It's a good game. They probably don't make it anymore.
Are you recommending the game?
I would recommend the game. It's pretty good.
What year did it come out?
I got it when I got my Xbox, so at least 2015.
So he's recommending a game that came out 7 years ago. So
It's a quality game. I'm sure you can find it. I found
I'm
it.
sure there's newer games, but quality game. Rory
McIlroy PGA Tour.
That's okay. Good game. Quality game. We're
Quality
recommending.
game. All right.
So last week we started off the show on a sad note, and we're talking about Adam Schefter and him saying that Dwayne Haskins was struggling. But he apologized.
He did
on his podcast.
It's sincere. You can tell that he really. I'm just gonna read it. Okay, here's the
apology to Adam
it was
Schefter
on his podcast, which he also he's like us. We're basically Adam Schefter.
Yeah, we
because
are
do
Adam
podcasts.
Schefter. Do you want to be Adam or I can be Schefter?
I'll
I'll be Schefter. You can be Adam.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, here is the direct quote. It was insensitive. It was a mistake, and I can assure you it was not my intention. I wish I could have that tweet back. The focus should have been on Dwayne, who he was as a person, a husband, a friend, and so much more. I want to apologize to Dwayne's family, his friends, players in the National Football League, and offer my condolences to everybody close to Dwayne.
So he went on to talk about how Dwayne was was an active member in his community, how he was a standout at Ohio State, was a first-round pick.
Yeah.
And people are still not accepting this apology, saying that he probably didn't write it. It was probably written by some PR guy.
Okay.
And I mean, yeah, that could potentially be the truth, but he read it. Honestly, I thought people were overreacting in the first place. I forgive him, but people are still clowning on him for it. Like someone died in the New York Rangers organization, and he posted about it, and people in the comments were like, "Oh, but was he struggling? Was he struggling?" And
yeah,
just
I mean, yeah, you know, we're humans, you know,
mm-hmm.
we make mistakes, we do some random bad things sometimes, you know. I like the apology. I personally, I think he got the
8 out of 10 apology.
Okay, yeah, he got the message across.
I forgive him. Move on, people.
It's not like Mr. Gil Brandt that we talked about last week.
Gil Brandt.
Like that dude was doing this on purpose. I really think he did it on accident. You know, like, I mean, yeah, you don't really say that, but you know, I don't think it was going through his head at the time. But you know, it's a good apology.
Good apology.
I personally accept, but you know, there's people that don't accept.
There are people that just want to spend their time clowning other people, and I just it's just not
okay. We're gonna move on to a not as good apology.
Do you want me to take this one?
You can have this one.
Phil Castellini, owner's son of the Reds owner.
Yeah, the son of the Reds.
But he's part ownership. He's basically ownership of the Cincinnati Reds. Oh gosh. What did Phil Castellini say?
Okay,
Jack?
so Phil Castellini was on a podcast on 700 AM, like AM radio, like
not like in the morning.
But 700 AM, which is it's WLW radio. It's where they broadcast the games here in Cincy. And somebody asked him why a fan should maintain trust in the organization and with him. And this was his response. Well, where are you going to go? Let's start there. I mean, sell the team to who? Because background. There's been some I don't even know.
Some There's been people saying that sell the team, Bob.
Hashtag sell the team, Bob.
I support that hashtag.
Bob is the
Bob
father
Castellini.
of Phil. He's the technically owner.
Owned the Reds since
Cincinnati
2006. So
Yeah.
long time.
But yes, well, where are you going to go? Let's start there. I mean, sell the team to who? Castellini said. That's the other thing. You want to have this debate? If you want to look at what would you do with this team to have it be more profitable, make more money, compete more in the current economic system that this game exists, it would be to pick it up and move it somewhere else. And so, be careful what you ask for. I think we're doing the best we can do with the resources that we have. We're no more pleased with the results than the fans. I'm not sitting here saying anybody should be happy. I'm not polishing trophies in the office right now, and that's what we're here to do. But the bottom line is, and I do think we've had to shift the discipline. We tried a lot of things that didn't work, and they came this close to working and didn't. Nobody's got to tell me it didn't work. So I think we've learned from those things. And trust me, Nick, speaking of Nick Kroll, the general manager, and trust me, Nick, he's a guy on a mission. And he is a bull in a china shop that has his way to do it, and that's the way to grow your own. He's doing just that. Okay, so Too Long Didn't Read, for all those people out there, he basically threatened to relocate. He says, if you guys are going to be
upset,
if you get upset, okay, upset's a good word.
If you're going to be upset at me trading away your favorite players, then maybe we should just move, because people were saying that the Castellinis are just in it to make money. And they're basically saying that there's bigger markets out there like Vegas. And he's basically saying that if you think that we're gonna make money, we're not in it for the money. We could just move it to Las Vegas if we wanted to make money. And it's like, dude, look at this guy. Okay, if you're watching on Spotify or another audio thing, you can't see this, but this guy. This gentleman
right here.
This is a bobblehead from a guy from 1869. It was not made in 1869. I don't think they made bobbleheads
I don't think
back
so.
then. But this is how long the Reds have been in Cincinnati, and you're threatening to relocate.
This is the first team in professional baseball, people. Come on. And we're not saying this just as Reds fans. This is getting national backlash. Like, I'm reading this right now on the ESPN website. I'm not reading this on some Reds blog. This is national news. So, afterward, the Reds lost later on.
Since he said that, the Reds have gone. We're recording this on Saturday, and as of right now, since he said that, the Reds have gone 0-4 and have been outscored 29-12 in those games. So, where are we gonna go, Phil? I don't know, but yes. But
this is from I don't know. I don't know when this is from, but they lost.
Opening day. He said this on opening day. Reds opening day.
Reds opening day at home. So on April 12th.
Yes.
April 12th.
Yes.
So as of recording this 4 days ago. And the Reds lost on that same day. And Phil Castellini said this afterwards. I apologize to Reds fans and regret the comments that I made earlier today. We love this city, we love this team, and we love our fans. I understand how our fans feel, and I am sorry. Okay, buddy.
That's it.
You're not sorry. That's the entire apology. So, like we said earlier with Adam Schefter, that guy's got a good heart. That guy was like, okay, I did this wrong, and I'm sorry.
And then he corrected his mistake by talking about Dwayne.
He did.
And how he was. But this is just like, hey, I'm sorry, my bad. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, he's just like, yep.
My bad. I'll take the blame on this, but yeah, okay.
I really don't think he cares a lot, I don't think he was really trying to actively, fix the
problem. And, Phil, we could be looking at this from 2 years from now, and we could love Phil and Bob Castellini. That's what happened with Mike Brown, the Bengals owner.
Yeah.
Mike Brown was a very cheap owner, and he'd never spent any money in free agency, and the Bengals sucked. But then his daughter kind of took over, and she started spending money, and the Bengals made the Super Bowl.
But yeah.
So
as of right now, though, it's just kind of a bad year.
He can fix how people think of him, but he's not helping himself, Phil.
I actually saw in a response to this, it was Reds, like REDS, but it was an acronym, and it says rebuilding every dang season. And I was like, yes, I feel that hits different.
As my mom says, we've been rebuilding since 1991, the year after we won the World Series.
Yeah, that was kind of our last really. Well, no, I guess. Yeah. Okay, we've had only a couple good years since then, but yeah.
The thing that upsets me the most though is that we had a really good not a really good, but we had a solid 2021. We were in that third. We were one spot below the wild card.
Yeah, and the year before that, we made the playoffs.
Yeah, but
kind of. That doesn't.
2020 that was a very expanded playoffs. But like, say if you had the current new playoffs way they're doing the playoffs for the MLB, we would have made the playoffs last year. Instead of Bob and Phil and Nick going, hey, we have something good, let's try to add on to it. They're like, no, let's just tear it all down and restart. And it just doesn't make sense. And just Phil.
Yeah. So that's our thoughts on that.
That's our thoughts on that.
We're gonna move on to football now.
Football.
The National Football League.
Football. Not soccer. Football.
Not
American football.
American football.
Yes.
So yeah. There's been some recent signings and extensions. So the first one that we're gonna talk about here is
Raiders quarterback Derek Carr.
He was
signed to a 3-year extension worth $121.5 million.
Okay, the Raiders are good. I would consider the Raiders to be good. They made the playoffs.
They're fast,
Yeah, they've got was that a Henry Ruggs joke?
No.
Okay.
Totally not.
Yeah, and I forgot about this.
Oh.
Okay, so the Raiders signed possibly the best. They traded possibly the best receiver in the National Football League.
I would say,
arguably, yes. Mr. Devontae Adams.
They traded for him. They didn't trade him away.
Yeah, they traded for him. He was on the Packers last year with Aaron Rodgers.
On that team.
People generally know who Aaron Rodgers is, I would assume.
He's in the State Farm commercials with Jake from State Farm.
Yes.
He gets the Rodgers rate, and then Mahomes gets the Patrick Price. And I think Joe Burrow should sign with State Farm, and then he can get the Burrow bundle.
The Burrow bundle?
Burrow bundle.
But yeah, they traded for Devontae Adams, and I would consider it to be a blockbuster.
That is a block. That is blockbuster.
Because this dude with Aaron Rodgers, that was like dynamite. Like that, they couldn't be stopped. Hardly. Yeah. And so they traded him for a first-round pick and a second-round pick, which honestly he's worth more than that. To be honest, like Tyreek Hill, one of the other really good receivers in the NFL, it took like 5 picks to trade him. I guess it's more of a matter of your ownership and stuff, I guess. But regardless,
the thing that sucks about the Devontae Adams thing is that Aaron Rodgers signed a 4-year deal with the Packers.
Yeah, like before he got traded away.
Yeah, and he was like, okay, and Aaron Rodgers has expressed how he doesn't like the lack of good receivers that he has in Green Bay, and then they go away and trade the best receiver to the other people, and it's just...
and it was a big contract too, and he signed 5-year deal, $141.25 million.
This is Devontae
Adams. With an average of $28.25 million per year.
That's a scary offense.
Because Derek Carr and Devontae Adams went to the same college.
They played together in college.
They won some championship.
Where'd they go?
They won at Fresno State. They went to Fresno State. They won their conference 4 years in a row. They won some championship. I don't know, but so yeah, Devontae Adams. This is definitely a really good signing, especially since they had some wide receiver issues last year. We'll just leave it at that.
Back to Derek Carr. Signed a 3-year extension with the Raiders with $121.5 million, saying that he's gonna make about $40 million a year.
Yeah, that's
an overpay.
I thought that was an overpay until I remembered that Devontae Adams.
It's still an overpay. Like Derek Carr is a solid quarterback, but he's getting paid like an elite quarterback. Derek Carr is not an elite quarterback,
but he could be. This is what I'm saying. In my opinion, he's gonna be a lot better this year because it's like what the Bengals did. Because they drafted Jamar Chase out of LSU, which was Joe Burrow's number 1 receiver when he went to LSU. So I think reuniting this super dynamite, really good duo is probably going to do both of them a favor.
Well, that whole Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow thing being reunited after being together in college has sparked a lot of people have done that now. Like Tua
Tagovailoa and Jalen Waddle.
Jalen Waddle both went to Alabama,
and they're both on the Dolphins now. And Jalen Waddle's doing pretty good.
Not as good as Jamar Chase.
And Tua Tagovailoa is probably going to have a up year next year. He's been struggling. I think he's going to break out soon.
If he gets a clean pocket, Tua can be a good quarterback.
Yeah, they need some O-line.
I can't believe in Tua yet.
But Derek Carr, I think he's going to be a lot better this year with Devontae Adams on his side. And they have Josh Jacobs, really electrifying running back. He's pretty young too. He's got
Mhm.
room to grow.
Mm-hmm. They got Amir Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah, another running back.
They got Hunter Renfro.
Hunter Renfro. He was a walk-on at Clemson. Nobody really thought he was anything, and now he's doing pretty well. But
now, and they have their offensive line's getting better.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing like a major tight end. They have a good, and then
Darren Waller.
Darren Waller,
Oh
one of the
gosh.
best tight ends in the league.
Darren Waller. Oh my god.
How do
We're stupid.
I knew it was. I was like, there's somebody else there.
Yeah.
So that dude.
That
dude's really good. That's
Darren Waller,
top,
Josh Jacobs, Derek Carr, and Devontae Adams.
This is gonna be a
really good offense.
This is gonna be an offense to watch, and their defense is growing too. They're led by a pretty young defensive end named Max Crosby.
Yeah.
He had a pretty high number of sacks last year.
Yeah. They did lose Carl Nassib.
Carl Nassib.
Really good.
He was pretty good as well.
They got their defense is. I think
they have a lot to prove also this team because last year they had.
They're in a really hard division though, the AFC West.
They are in a hard division. That's probably going to be, I would say, the hardest division.
That's going to be the hardest division.
Most competitive division.
Yeah, definitely.
This year, because you're talking about the Chiefs, who obviously have Patrick Mahomes. They won a Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Yeah.
The Chargers have led by quarterback Justin Herbert. He's gonna be, he's doing pretty well. He won Rookie of the Year. He was only in his second year last year. And then you have the Broncos, who have really kind of boosted their team a lot. They got Russell Wilson, who's been struggling with he used to be really good with the Seahawks, and he really has been dropping off.
I think you overstate how much he was dropping off.
He hasn't had an elite year.
This is the first.
While.
He missed his first start in his career this year. He had gone like 10 seasons without missing a start, and he got hurt for the first time in his career this year.
Yeah.
So it was his pinky. I'm just gonna give him a bit of slack. They also got they traded away Noah Fant. Never mind.
That was in the trade for Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
They have some young wide receivers. They
got Randy Gregory. That's
defensive end Randy Gregory from the Cowboys.
But yeah, as Jack was saying, they do have some young wide receivers in Jerry Jeudy,
Cortland Sutton. That's Tim Patrick.
Yeah, Tim Patrick.
There's some good. There's some good people.
They have building blocks. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a good.
Yeah, except voice
good.
crack.
We're gonna ignore that. That was a good division. But here, Russell Wilson here. He was in a trade with the Seahawks. So what they gave to get Russell Wilson was 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, a 5th-rounder, a quarterback, Drew Lock, a tight end, Noah Fant, and a defensive tackle named Shelby Harris. One guy.
They gave away their starting quarterback, their starting tight end, and their starting defensive tackle. So they're putting a lot of
2 first-round picks.
2 first-round picks.
But see,
2 second-round picks, a 5th-round pick. Yeah, and they got back a 4th-round pick in Russell Wilson.
Well, see, here's the thing. I think they're trying to take a page out of the Rams book. Because what the Rams did last year, they traded away their starting quarterback, Jared Goff. He was the former 1st overall pick.
But yeah,
they traded away some draft picks to the Lions.
That's what the Rams do. The Rams trade away all their first round draft picks.
Yeah.
The Rams have not selected in the first round since 2016.
And they don't have another one until like 2024.
Yeah, 2024, 2025.
Anyway, Jared Goff got traded to the Lions with some other picks for Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford been around since 2012, 2011.
Yeah.
He's been a really good quarterback
on a bad team.
On a really bad team.
On a Detroit Lions team that's never good.
He's made the playoffs prior to last year like once or twice. The only really other notable player that came on his team he was there was Calvin Johnson, one of the best wide receivers of the 2000s.
Unfortunately, he retired early though. But like the thing with the people had a lot of hate on Matthew Stafford because he played for a bad team, and the thing is that they would get behind a lot, and then the team that was blowing them out would take all their starters out, and then he would be good then, and that's when he would get all of his good stats. So people were saying that he was getting his good stats were being put up in what is called garbage time, which is when the game's basically over and people are pulling their people and the game doesn't really matter anymore.
But anyway, it was the first time that or one of the first times that 2 first overall picks were traded for one another. In Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford. And it really worked. And by really worked, I mean it really worked because the Rams did end up winning the Super Bowl last year. They really bolstered their offense. They got some other notable picks, like Odell Beckham Jr. They've got the best wide receiver in the league, or is like a top 5, top 10 receiver in the league. He led the league in receiving yards, receiving touchdowns last year. His name's Cooper Kupp. He's yeah. So their defense. Oh my gosh, they're gonna have the best defense in the league for a while.
Yeah, they got Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Bobby Wagner.
Jalen Ramsey. He dropped off a little bit, but he's one of the better.
He didn't drop off. He just didn't play well in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's one of the better cornerbacks in the league.
He's the best cornerback.
He's the best cornerback in the league. He's They have Von Miller.
No, he's on the Bills.
He did, but last year they got Von Miller for like half a season. He was former Super Bowl MVP.
Super Bowl 50 back in
2016, 15.
Yeah,
15.
15.
I don't know. Anyway. No, it is 16.
Anyway.
But, yeah, they just signed Bobby Wagner this season, like for this upcoming season. But yeah, I think the Rams it really worked for the Rams, and I think that's what the Broncos are trying to accomplish here.
Yeah.
I would say.
So yeah, that got kind of on a tangent.
Yeah, okay. So let's go back to
let's talk about the rest of the signings from this week.
Okay, yeah.
Just some small little signings. Sammy Watkins signed a 1-year deal with the Packers.
Yes.
Former first-round pick by the Buffalo Bills.
He was the 4th overall pick, I believe.
What'll happen is that he'll play well. He'll play solid, and then he'll get hurt. He's just injury prone,
yeah,
so that's not that big.
That's why the contract. Where is it? I just had it. It's a pretty small
one year,
contract.
$4 million for Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, 1 year, $4 million. That's not.
So the
huge.
Packers are basically saying, "Hey, we traded away Devontae Adams, but here, have like a 35-year-old wide receiver."
Yeah, I mean, they're just trying to scrap with what they can get.
Yeah, they're trying to keep Aaron happy, and
I don't like the Devontae trade. I think they're gonna drop off this year.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna drop off.
They've had. They got a new coach, I think 3 years ago. His name's Matt LaFleur. They've had at least 13 wins all of his first 3 years, and that's like the first time that's ever happened for a coach.
See, and the reason they traded Devontae Adams away is because of the salary cap. They couldn't afford to pay him.
They couldn't afford to pay him
because of the salary cap.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I feel like everything comes back to the salary cap.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but AJ Green, former
Bengals.
I would say
bowler.
Bengals legend.
Bengals legend. Oh, we don't. I thought we had the AJ Green Funko Pop. We didn't. That would have been nice.
We'll have that next week. We're rolling with the.
We're rolling with Yoda today.
We're rolling with the Emerald Yoda today.
Yeah. Good Funko Pop.
Good Funko Pop. AJ Green went to the Cardinals, who are.
He was with the Cardinals. He re-signed.
He re-signed with the Cardinals.
A 1-year deal.
They haven't disclosed
how much it's
the monetary amount.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, Stephon Gilmore, one of the better cornerbacks in the league. He signed a 2-year, I believe, corner. I believe it was a 2-year, $23 million deal.
Yeah, with the Colts.
With the Colts. Colts have a.
Stephon Gilmore's getting up there in age.
The Colts. I saw a thing the other day. The Colts. This is going to be the 5th Pro Bowler on their defense. So they have 5 guys that have been to at least 1 Pro Bowl on their defense. Now they have a really good defensive end named DeMarcus Lawrence. They have another.
Does he play for the Colts?
Yeah,
I thought he played for the Cowboys.
No,
Darius Leonard.
Sorry, Darius Leonard. They have another guy named Yannick Ngakoue, who's been to a Pro Bowl.
Also has an awesome name.
Yannick. They have another guy on the team named Rock. His first name is Rock.
Yassin.
Rock Yassin. But yeah, so Stephon Gilmore signed there, and yeah, that's kind of the really that's kind of all the big signings from the past week. So we're gonna take a little recess now, and
I just sneezed. I'm okay. I survived.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go.
Well, no, let's talk about Deebo Samuel.
Let's talk about Deebo Samuel first.
Deebo Samuel basically invented a new position.
He's really inventing his new position. I like what wide back.
Wide back.
So I like what they're doing out in San Francisco with the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
They have a guy named Kyle Shanahan. So a lot of the teams that are signing younger coaches, it's like a whole new style of playing. So you have your old dudes like Bill Belichick on the Patriots, who he won 6 Super Bowls with Tom Brady up there, and he's not really changing the playbook because what do you have to change if you're that notable of a coach?
They're running an old school playbook.
Old school playbook. But the new coaches, Zach Taylor with the Bengals, Sean McVay with the Rams.
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan. And Kyle Shanahan's really got his own style with the 49ers. They have plays like nobody else, really.
Like their wide receiver Deebo Samuel also plays running back.
Like literally,
so
he plays
he'll
both.
catch the ball and run the ball. It's kind of what like what's the Falcons coach's name with Cordero Patterson?
Oh, what is this? Greg
Arthur Smith.
Arthur Smith.
Arthur Smith in Atlanta with Cordero Patterson.
Yeah,
he also plays wide back. This new position.
But yeah, so Deebo Samuel's really pioneering his own
position.
And he's really good at it too. He's not just like kind of like, oh, I'm just here to do that. He's really good.
Yeah, but
quality wide receiver.
But the thing is,
wide back.
Wide back. But before this year, he wasn't great.
He was just kind of there.
He was
but
just kind of
this
there.
year they really.
This is the 1 year he's been good, and he's asking for a big extension, like to get paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
And the 49ers are a bit hesitant because, yeah, you did it for 1 year, but once teams start to figure this out, are you still going to be good? So
in my opinion, I think they've really found the winning formula with Deebo Samuel. I think
you put 3 E's.
I did.
Deebo.
Deebo.
So yeah, so there's been some trade rumors about him potentially getting traded. I don't think any of them are going to come to fruition.
He's too much of a valuable asset to the 49ers. Now, the one person I think will get traded from the 49ers is their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo.
I forgot about him. He still needs to be traded because they drafted in the first round of the draft a quarterback last year by the name of Trey Lance. Went to North Dakota State.
Yeah,
he's been showing in the little time that he's played, he was pretty good. So they're probably gonna get rid of. They're probably gonna end up getting rid of Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah. I don't know where he's gonna go though.
Yeah, but back to Deebo Samuel. The real front runner of these rumors are the New York Jets.
Yeah, who were in the stakes for Tyreek Hill, fastest player in the league, wide receiver, ended up going to the Dolphins. He was with the Chiefs last year. But yeah, they ended up losing out to the Dolphins in that trade. So now they're like, hey, yo, you good? What about Deebo?
See, I think Deebo Samuel would really work.
And
the Jets. A lot of people want to say the Jets are bad. They're not good.
They're bad.
They're not. Yeah, they are bad. But like, there were some signs last year. Like. You can tell that give them like 5 years. They're going to be pretty good.
That division is not really. Oh, besides the Bills, that division is not really good. Yeah. They could be a sneaky wildcard team. The Jets.
Yes.
If Zach Wilson comes out and plays to his full potential, then I think they could be a sneaky wildcard team with C.J. Uzomah. C.J. former Bengal.
But yeah, they think he might go to the Jets. I don't see this happening. But the Jets have Zach Wilson. Mm-hmm. Looks like he's 12.
He does look like he's 12.
He was the second overall pick in the draft last year, quarterback to the Jets. He had flashes like last year. He ran for like an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah,
he's a good quarterback.
He would extend plays, break sacks, But at times he looked flustered though.
They have a rookie running back who just kind of like randomly popped up really good last year named Michael Carter.
They also have a guy named Michael Carter who plays defense for them.
Yeah, they do have two Michael Carters.
They do have two Michael Carters on their team.
The other Michael Carter's not too shabby either. They have he's not like an elite wide receiver, but he's all right. He can function for them pretty well. His name is Braxton Berrios.
Ooh, Braxton Berrios.
Who, we accidentally said last week, speaking about a pitcher in the MLB named Jose Berrios.
Yeah, we did do that.
We did do that.
I did that. You didn't.
He did that.
I did that.
He did that.
Yeah. So I don't think Deebo Samuel's going to get traded though. But I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I really think he's too much of a valuable asset.
Yeah.
To the team. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little recess from football here.
From football, let's talk about a bit about baseball.
Baseball. Okay, so this is terrible. This is awful. Clayton Kershaw,
best pitcher of his generation.
I would say so. Yes,
pitcher for the Dodgers.
Amazing pitcher. He's been perennially good.
That yes.
Every year.
Mm-hmm.
Every year he's good. He's. I don't know how many Cy Youngs he's won.
Probably at least one.
Yeah, Cy Young is just basically the best
pitcher. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so a perfect game in baseball. It's kind of ironic. A perfect game is when nothing happens.
Yes.
So so there's 9 innings in a baseball game normally.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 outs, right? So let's say the first batter in the lineup comes up. He gets out. The second one gets out. The third one gets out. That's the end of the inning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So if you do that for 9 straight innings, not a single person gets on base at all.
That's a perfect game.
That is what is considered a perfect game.
And so basically there's only been 23 perfect games in MLB history.
I believe
and there have been more than 220,000 games played. So what's the odds on a perfect game? 23 over 220. You're a math guy.
Like
1 in
1/1000th of a percent. Like there's
one in what? A 10,000 chance of a perfect game? It happens in 1 in
10,000. Yeah.
It's rare. It hasn't happened since
rare.
2012.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So it's been 10 years. By Felix Hernandez. Pitcher for the Seattle Mariners.
But it's 7 innings had been pitched by Clayton Kershaw. It was his first game of the season.
Game of the season, yeah.
7 innings have been pitched. He was only 80 pitches in, which sounds like a lot, maybe, but
that's not.
It's really not for 7 innings. That's really good. He was getting people out.
Getting people out.
I think he had. I don't know how many strikeouts he had, but regardless, he was 7 innings into this perfect game. There have been 21 batters to the plate, and not a single one had been on base. And Dave Roberts, manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers, pulls him from the game.
Yeah.
He got pulled from the game. Like, why?
Why? Like, a no-hitter is when, like, you can walk, and a no-hitter is different. That's when people have reached base, but no one has gotten a hit yet. Like, people have walked and got hit by a pitch.
Yeah. And a perfect game, nobody.
Yeah, and a no-hitter is more common. If it was a no-hitter, I that's more understandable. But a perfect game, only 23 in MLB history. MLB's been more around for like
153 years.
Yeah. So like, it's just, why would you pull him? I understand. As soon as he gives up a hit or something, pull him out. I get that. But
yeah. And the worst part about this is a mere 2 outs later, there was a hit.
Yeah, one of the relief pitchers that came in for Clayton Kershaw gave up a hit.
Like, you got to give him a chance, man. This is Clayton Kershaw. He's
done it all.
He's probably pitched a no-hitter at least once.
No, he's pitched one.
He's pitched one. He's pitched a no-hitter. So obviously he's got the stamina to do this.
But it is the first game of the season, and your body isn't completely up to it yet. But I think it's worth you could be risking injury. Yeah, and that's what I think Dave Roberts was thinking. It's the first game of the year. I don't want him getting hurt for the rest of the year. But you got to think about he'll probably never again be in that position to where he's 7 innings into a no-hitter.
Perfect game.
Perfect.
Also,
perfect game.
Well, I mean, also a no-hitter, but
yeah. But like,
that's
Dave, Mr. Roberts. Can I call you Robbie? Robbie? Davey? Davey? Robbie?
Come on, man.
Robbie. Come on.
Okay, but that's, I mean, like, maybe he's trying to get injured, but I feel like Clayton Kershaw doesn't get injured that much.
He just hurt last year.
I know, but like, how long has he been around? Like 10 years?
Yes.
He's
more than
he's got it in him.
Yeah,
like everybody in the league is like scared of this dude. Like they know what he can do. He's got really good pitches. He's got the stuff, as they say.
Yeah.
His stuff is nasty. As
he's got nasty stuff.
Got nasty stuff, as the commentators would say.
That sounds very vague, but
yeah.
He's got stuff.
He's got stuff.
He's got stuff.
I really, so yeah. Long story short, he's got the capability. He's got the pitches.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why he did this.
Yeah.
But
Dave Roberts, not a good decision.
Not a good decision. And this is from the man who guaranteed that his team would win a World Series this year.
Which, that might be a good guarantee considering the Reds have lost the first 2 games they've played to them.
Okay. Mr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Son of Vladimir Guerrero Sr.
Yes.
Who
also that tends to be how that works.
Yes, that is how that works. He played in the MLB too. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
So he's got the blood in him. Vladdy does. Vladdy G.
And he's also got the power in him.
He does got the power. He's got power and blood.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the best hitters in the
American League.
American League, not the National League.
Yes.
Basically in the entire MLB, I would say he's probably one of the best power hitters. That man can crank. He went an example of him being able to really crank is the other day he went 4 for 4.
He went 4 for 4?
He went 4 for 4 with 3 home runs. It's like Wendy's. He went 4 for 4.
Yeah, he went. That's what I was thinking. Wendy's 4 for 4.
He probably went to Wendy's after to celebrate.
He looks like he eats a lot of Wendy's. He's got a lot of muscle though.
He's all muscle. Yeah.
He's all muscle.
But yeah, I would say if I went 4 for 4 in a Major League Baseball game, I would immediately after the game
go to Wendy's.
Go to Wendy's.
Go to Wendy's. Get the 4 for 4. Are they still running that?
I don't know.
We should go to Wendy's after this.
We should go to Wendy's after this.
Get the 4 for 4 in celebration of Laddie G.
Fun fact: Wendy's is actually from Ohio, from Columbus.
Who's Wendy?
It's his daughter. The founder of Wendy's is named Dave Thomas, and Wendy is his daughter. She actually runs that. She runs the company. She owns the company.
Imagine owning a company named after
you
yourself.
own your own company.
You'd seem so like narcissistic. It's just like, no, I didn't name it.
No,
It was
I didn't name it.
My
It was
dad
my dad.
named it.
Literally, the founder's name is Dave Thomas, and he started the company, and her name's like Melinda.
Her name isn't even Wendy.
Her name's Melinda, and like she couldn't say Melinda, and when she said it when she was a baby, it sounded like she said Wendy. She was like Wendy, like she.
Maybe that's what happened with Tiger Woods. He couldn't say his actual name. We were talking about Tiger
yeah,
Woods
last week. We said his name is Eldrick Taunt Woods.
Maybe instead of Eldrick, he was like Tiger, and they're like, "Yep, that's your name. That's your name. Your name's Tiger now."
But yeah, so Wendy, because I tried to look this up one day, and I was like, why is it Wendy's if it's not?
That voice
like, why is it Wendy's if her name's not Wendy? And then I had to figure it out, and basically it was just like she couldn't say her name, so she basically said Wendy, and it was like, oh,
that's your name now.
That's your name. See,
I wish I could make my own name. I'm happy with my name, but if I could name myself like, I don't know.
See, like owner. If we look up owner of Wendy's right now,
it comes up with
Wendy's. It just says
Wendy's.
Wendy's. Okay, wait.
Who is Wendy's owned by? Right there.
Okay. Okay. Anyway,
it's headquartered in Ohio.
Heck, yeah. Started in
Dublin,
California. Columbus, not California.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. But yeah, he Melinda. Thomas
Melinda
named the
Lou.
restaurant after his 8-year-old daughter, Melinda Thomas.
Melinda Lou Wendy Thomas Moore. She didn't even have red hair.
I think she did. She did back in the day because she's the mascot. Like she's the logo. It's his daughter.
When was she born? Because like the logo looks like a girl from like the 30s. It looks like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz.
1961. So yeah, that's that.
She would look like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, literally. I don't believe that girl's from 1961. She might have time traveled.
Perhaps.
I think the Wendy time traveled from 1930.
It's kind of got that
what's the girl's name from The Wizard of Oz? I can't.
Dorothy.
No,
the real Judy Garland.
Judy Garland.
Yeah.
I think Wendy is actually Judy Garland. That time traveled from the past.
I mean, I see where you're going though, because it kind of does. If you look at the logo, it does look like so. The logo I think of, like that's in that same style, is the Gerber logo with the baby.
The Gerber baby.
The Gerber baby.
You're comparing Wendy's and the Gerber baby?
Just in style, because the Gerber baby is from like 1930.
Is the person still alive?
I think so.
Did the Gerber baby die?
No, the Gerber baby is like 95. I saw this like a couple weeks ago. They were wishing a happy birthday to the Gerber baby.
Well, maybe you can still wish someone a happy birthday if they're dead. That's what Google does all the time. They're like,
honestly,
when they're celebrating people, they're like, happy 270th birthday to
her name's
whoever.
Ann Cook, and she is 95. She's 95.
Can we give shout out to the Gerber baby and Cook?
So yeah, it's kind of got the same style. You know what I'm talking about? Like everybody look up the Gerber baby.
What did they sell back in 1930? Whatever. What did babies eat?
I'll do some research. I'll get back.
Did they eat applesauce? Did they make applesauce back in the 1930s?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Did they just like smash an applesauce?
Well, how you make it is you make the tiny apple pieces, and you add like sugar and water and stuff, and you boil it. You cook it on the stove. You have to boil it for like a while, and then it's applesauce.
Have you ever made homemade applesauce?
I have made homemade applesauce.
Was it good?
It was good.
I tried to make homemade whipped cream once, but I added too much sugar. I thought it said like is a teaspoon bigger than a tablespoon? Yeah.
No, a tablespoon's bigger.
Anyway, it said like 2 teaspoons. I added like 2 tablespoons.
No.
And then it was just all crunchy.
See, in my opinion, the best Gerber product is the Gerber Puffs.
Why do you have an opinion on Gerber products?
Well, because Gerber Puffs, dude.
What are Gerber Puffs?
You never had a Gerber Puff?
No.
Okay,
what is a Gerber Puff?
You poor soul.
What is it?
They're like they're puffs. It's like
What is a puff?
I've
never had a Gerber puff.
Okay, no, I'm trying to compare it. So like,
It's like a cheese ball.
it's the consistency of a cheese ball.
What is it made out of? Baby food?
They're like for babies, yeah. So okay, the reason I've had them. Okay, the reason I've had them.
Yeah, I would like for you to explain this.
Okay, so I have cousins. They're twin cousins, and they're like 4.5 years younger than me.
Okay.
And my grandma.
Okay.
They live pretty close to my grandma, and they live like an hour away, right? Mm-hmm. So whenever they were at my grandma's house, and I was at my grandma's house, this is back when they were like 1, and I was like 6. She had a bunch of Gerber puffs in her pantry. My grandma did.
What are they made out of? What are they flavored?
Gosh. Okay, dude, you have to see this.
What is a Gerber puff?
I can't.
I can't be the only person who has no idea what this is.
Okay, I respect not having them, but not knowing that they exist.
What is a Gerber puff?
I can't believe you never had a Gerber puff.
That's a baby. That's not a Gerber puff.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I present.
It looks like
they're like consistency of like Cheetos.
It's a flour. What the heck?
It's vanilla. That's the flavoring.
It's a vanilla Gerber puff.
Let me just.
So just like a vanilla ball.
They're. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
Here we go. Open image in new tab. I'm sorry if you guys can't see this, but okay. Here's.
They're in the shape of stars. Well, those look pretty good.
They are good. I'm telling you.
Are they? And they're made
I'm sorry
for babies.
You know what? No, we'll just put this on the video for
and
it.
if you're watching on Spotify, we're sorry. But
but people on Spotify are gonna know what this is.
They're not gonna know what is a Gerber puff.
Okay, you gotta invest in some of these.
I'm not gonna invest in food made for babies.
There's no shame.
I'm not just gonna be like going to Kroger like, hey, yo, you got any Gerber puffs?
I don't even know what we were talking about.
We were talking about Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He kind of looks like a baby puff. He's round.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot be the only person who has no idea what you're talking about. You are insane.
Okay.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hits 3 home runs in one game.
We're sorry. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
hits 3 home runs in one game.
So yeah, he went 4 for 4.
Wendy's. And then we're gonna go to.
We're not doing this again. So he went 4 for 4.
Wendy's.
He hit 3 home runs, which is pretty good.
Pretty solid.
That's really good. That kind of happens often, but it's a lot.
Not too often.
There's only been like 17 times ever that somebody's hit 4 home runs in a game, but 3 home runs happens just like once every 2 weeks. You know.
No,
like,
once every month. I would say.
Once every month.
Once every month.
Yeah, you know.
But Vladdy G does it. Good for Vladdy G.
I would. He's a really good dude.
Good dude.
Good guy.
I love the hair.
Yeah, he's good. So we're gonna move on.
Let's talk about something that's not so good.
Not so good.
Alec Bohm. Good young ball player. He's what, 24?
I don't even
25.
Know. He's pretty young.
He's pretty young.
He's the third baseman on the Philadelphia Phillies. He was having a bad game the other night against the Mets. I don't know really what happened.
He made 3 errors.
He made 3 errors in the first 3 innings. And I believe what happened is he made an error and like the bases were loaded or something, and he got like booed or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he like the inning ended, and he Here's what happened. So he made some errors, right? And they were all throwing errors. So he just had some bad throws. So when he made a good throw, he made Yoda. Okay. He made an actual quality throw to first base, and he basically got like a standing ovation from the fans. Which, okay, I don't know what you expect to happen, fan base. Like, what do you expect to happen when you do that? But the camera showed him. I think they were like cutting a commercial break or something, and the camera showed him saying, quote, "I effing hate this place." Yeah. Like the camera
just happened to pan to him.
Yeah, the camera, they were walking off the field and the camera happened to pan to him and he was like talking to somebody else and he was like, "I effing hate this place." Which he's having a bad night. You're actually gonna, and his own fans are doing those.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not a good look because he's young, and if you're telling that you don't like that your team, which I don't think he actually meant it. What did he say in his apology?
Okay, so he told reporters after this, emotions got the best of me. I said it. And do I mean it? No.
Okay, there we go.
It's a frustrating night for me. Obviously, I made a few mistakes in the field, but these fans just want to win. You heard it when we came back. They did. They were down pretty bad, and they came back. They won 5-4.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it when we came back. They're great. I'm sorry to them. I don't mean that. So, this is similar to the Adam Schefter apology. Like, he
meant it.
He
meant the apology. He didn't mean what he said. He's just upset.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, you're going to have some tough nights. It's all right. Like,
yeah.
I think this is fine. It's all right to me. It's
7.5 out of 10 apology.
7.5? Okay.
7.5 out of 10 apology.
This deserves a good
The Phil Castellini apology gets a 3 out of 10. I did not rate that.
Yeah,
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
At least
I'm going to give it a 2, like a 2.5, I would say, personally.
2.75 out of 10 average.
Average.
Average, yeah.
Okay.
So, you're not.
No clap for that one.
Oh,
No,
boo.
Boo. But yeah, there's that.
On to what's next?
We don't really have anything else.
Oh no, we were gonna talk about the stuff.
The stuff.
The stuff.
I don't know.
The cartoon stuff. About old TV shows.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little trip down memory lane. We're gonna talk about some.
Why do you sound like a jazz musician?
Why don't you sound like a jazz
musician? We're gonna
musician?
take a little trip down memory lane, baby.
Yeah, baby, dig. Yeah.
We're gonna play some of those old tunes for you.
Play some old tunes. If you want to go ahead and dance, feel free.
What?
Go ahead and dance down the aisles. Okay, we're just
moving on.
Okay, so we thought it would be fun if we looked up some, like, would you rather watch some of our favorite old childhood shows? Because there
were some bangers back. As the kids would say, there were some bangers.
There were some bangers. Golden age, not gonna lie.
In our unbiased opinion, it was the golden age.
In our very unbiased opinion, grew up with SpongeBob.
He's a diehard SpongeBob.
You're not gonna meet a bigger SpongeBob fan than me.
He's insane. He quotes it all the time.
He
quoted it when we were getting ready for this. You're like backing up.
Yeah, and the sad part is I can tell you what episode that's from, the name of the episode, and like where it is in the show. Like it's
from the pizza delivery episode, right?
The episode's from Pizza Delivery. It's from season 1, episode 5.
You make the claim that the first 4 seasons of SpongeBob is the best thing on television.
I do. Not the best thing on television.
What's better?
I don't know, but cartoon-wise, that's amazing. Cartoon-wise, that's amazing.
And then you make the claim that after that the show is garbage.
It's not garbage. It's worse. It's not bad. It's just not as good.
Steven Hillenburg didn't after the 4 seasons.
Okay,
I'll let you take this one.
I will try to keep this short. I will desperately try to keep this short.
Mm-hmm.
It was created by a marine biologist named Steven Hillenburg. He got this team of writers. There was a writer named Paul Tibbett. There was a writer named Kaz. It's just Kaz.
Was that his actual name?
Kaz.
Who names their kid Kaz?
I don't know.
What a beautiful baby boy. I'm gonna name him Kaz.
But yeah. But okay, so the first 4 seasons of SpongeBob, they're full of like really good wit and
they're well thought out.
They're really good. But they after the first 4 seasons, the movie was released. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie, excellent movie, I would recommend.
The second one's better.
The second one's not better, but according to Harmon, it is.
And Rotten Tomatoes, that's better.
But so what happened is Steven Hillenburg thought that there's a very good event that happens at the end of the.
You can
movie.
Spoil it. It's been out long enough.
Okay, so SpongeBob is a fry cook at the Krusty Krab. Most people know this. And it's he becomes the manager of the Krusty Krab 2 after a long journey where he has to.
And just like the movies, the second one's better.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, it's and he thought that was a good end to the show. Like he thought that was going to be the pinnacle. That's you end out on a high note. You just end the show. And Nickelodeon, the network that it runs on, they were just like, "Hey, this is our most successful show, homie. Make some more." And he's like, "No." He basically said no. And they were like, "Make more." And he's like, "No." So they were like, "Okay, if you don't make more, we're going to make more." And he's like, "Okay." And then he walked out. And most of the primary writers also left the show. So then it became more kid-friendly because Nickelodeon realized that, they were marketing to like young children,
Mm-hmm.
and so it just became more like slapstick, like physical comedy. There's not as many like
Witty.
and like hidden adult jokes and like just like random.
I watched one of the newer ones this morning because I was bored. It was
They're
okay.
good. They're just not. It's not the same. If you don't believe me, go watch it. Just go have a good time.
We're recommending stuff. What did we recommend earlier? We watched.
Gerber Puffs.
We recommend Gerber Puffs. You recommended the golf video game from 2015, and we recommend the first 4 seasons of SpongeBob.
It's quality TV. Okay, so I found a list of the best kids shows of the 2000s. Obviously we're not going to know all of this.
We'll just cover. There's 86. We'll just cover the highlights. The Fresh Beat Band.
I don't
is
know
it
what
saying
that
that's? You don't remember the Fresh Beat Band? It was
yes,
on Nick Jr.
Yeah.
It was on. It was about this.
Do you remember Noggin?
With the moose?
Noggin. And
Noggin
the,
with
the
the
moose and the
bird?
The moose and the owl.
Oh,
Yeah.
Noggin.
Man. Okay. And another, I would say SpongeBob and Phineas and Ferb are my two big.
Growing up, I watched a lot of The Amazing World of Gumball and Teen Titans.
Amazing World of Gumball. That's
a quality
I would
show.
say that's Cartoon Network's best show. But
Yeah.
Barney. That's not. Is that from the 2000s? That's definitely like 90s.
I was not allowed to watch Barney as a kid.
My mom doesn't like Barney either.
My parents find it annoying.
Dog with a Blog at 82.
Okay.
I don't. That's all right. I don't remember. The Sweet Life on Deck.
Never.
Sweet Life with Zach and Cody. Cole Sprouse.
Is that different?
It's
Sweet Life
like
on Deck. Is that like a?
It's like a sequel. Sequel.
Don't they
Like,
spend
whatever.
their whole life? I never watched Sweet Life of Jack.
Okay, we got a lot of Disney Channel here. I wasn't a big Disney Channel watcher.
No,
myself.
I didn't watch any.
I was a big Nick, Cartoon Network, PBS Kids.
Daniel Tiger's
the
Neighborhood.
big
That's a
three.
bit after us, but
Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. We're a little old.
I love
it's
Mr.
quality,
Rogers.
Quality.
I love-
My cousins that I was talking about earlier, they were hardcore Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood watchers for a
Jesse,
while.
okay.
Jesse, I didn't really watch.
No.
Caillou.
Oh my gosh.
Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder.
Dude.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God.
I saw a picture with it was Bob Castellini and it said
has
Bob
Bob-
the Rebuilder.
Oh my gosh.
Because the
Okay.
Reds are rebuilding, and
That's
it
pretty
was
good.
like him as Bob the Builder. But yeah, Caillou, my parents hated that show mostly because he was bald.
He's a jerk too.
It wasn't. They didn't hate him because he was bald. Like, it was a weird. Why is he bald? Why doesn't he
is
have hair?
bald? Like, okay, yeah. Bob the Builder, quality show.
Dragon Tale's okay.
Dragon Tale is good.
What is mustard pancakes?
Sounds British. I'm not.
It's not racist.
The Barons.
The Berenstein Bears, based off the book series, that's quality.
There's a tweet under the Berenstein Bears that says, the Berenstein Bears book in which Papa Bear reveals himself to be a closet racist. I'm not even. I'm just gonna move on.
Teletubbies, another show I was not allowed to watch.
The thumbnail is the son and
the baby
son.
Whatever happened to that baby?
Boobah. What is Boobah? Sounds British.
Why you just keep on saying?
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
If you don't know, it sounds British.
Am I wrong?
It's the British. Clifford the Big Red Dog. Okay.
Clifford the Big Thomas.
Thomas
is quality.
Clifford the Big Red Dog. Do you know why he became big? Because Emily Elizabeth loved him. So that means if your dog is not huge, you don't love it enough.
I'm not gonna argue that. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot this was a show. Penguins of Madagascar. I'm not gonna lie. Handy Manny. Oh shoot, dude.
Oh, Handy Manny. Bum ba da ba dum bum. Handy Manny.
Dude, no. I had a like a play set, but it was like a workshop. It was like a Handy Manny. It was like his workshop, and they had the tools with the faces.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had everything, dude.
We need to watch an episode of that.
Handy Manny.
Little Einsteins. That in my young years,
baller.
that was my favorite show.
Baller.
Little Einsteins. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. I'm cutting you off.
Okay. Sanjay and Craig. That's
I never watched it.
That's more of a deep cut of Nickelodeon. This is a good show.
I didn't watch it.
It's a quality show.
Okay.
It's about a boy and a talking snake. Kung Fu Panda. That's a show. Didn't know that.
Okay.
The Doodle Bobs. Yes, bro. Do you remember the Doodle Bobs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
The
Wiggles.
Wiggles.
Oh,
I went to go see the Wiggles in concert. I shook Jeff's hand. That is my life dream accomplished. I shook Jeff's hand. Therefore,
dude.
I think that I can die happy.
Oh, it even talks about the fruit salad.
Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Franklin. Okay, watch that
Franklin,
as a kid.
dude.
Hey, it's Frank.
Franklin.
It's just gonna be us singing all the theme songs that we know.
The Cat in the Hat knows a lot about that.
Okay, no, we need to stop. Just
We're not singing. I'm gonna stop you there.
Jungle Junction.
Oh shoot.
Dinosaur
dude.
Train.
Dinosaur Train.
Oh my gosh, I can rap that entire dinosaur train
Yeah,
song.
you just like randomly started rapping it the one day, and,
And
just like
everyone
everything,
just looked at me like,
and then everything just came back to you. Just like,
I was like, how did I do that? Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
oh shoot, dude. My cousins again, hardcore. Go Diego Go. This is possibly the show that I watched the most when I was.
Oh my gosh, and Dora. Did you ever like think that they should like be together?
I thought they were boyfriend and girlfriend.
But it turns out they're cousins.
Yeah. It,
This is not Alabama, so you can't do that.
Dora.
Dora.
Jack's Big Music. Do you know what this is? Do you know
No,
what
I
Jack's
have
Big
no
Music
idea
show
what
is?
Jack's Big
Oh my
Music
gosh.
show is.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, I had a DVD of this. Oh man, dude, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Sid the Science Kid.
Okay. Good show.
Super Y. Did you watch Super Y?
I did watch Super Y. Super Y. Okay. It's a big, big world. Don't know what that is.
I never watched Milo Murphy's Law.
No. Same from the, yeah. Olivia.
Dude.
The pig with the dress and her brother?
Bro, I forgot about Olivia,
Dude,
dog.
I love
the
Olivia's
other
brother.
show about a pig. The other show about a female pig. Olivia.
Yeah. What?
Do you know what Wow Wow Wubsy is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, wow, Wubsy. And he
Wow,
had like the
wow,
weird arms.
Wubsy, wow, wow.
And he had like the weird arms that like
he had
flail.
the bouncy tail.
Dude, wow. Octonauts, no.
I didn't watch Octonauts.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Mouse Clubhouse?
That was my jam. The first episode of that came out the day I was born. That's a fun fact.
This makes me sick to know that Curious George is only number 29.
I called him Hoo Ha as a kid.
That's
I don't know where that came from. Just Hoo Ha. That's Hoo Ha.
Because that's
That's the noise he makes.
yes. You know. Oh, okay. This is like top 5. It's not number 29.
Lazy Town. Oh, that's been.
Oh, dude.
That could be that's the meme of the week. Lazy Town.
Just anything from Lazy Town.
We're number 1. Hey.
Okay, we got some more
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
My grandma actually dated Mr. Rogers.
Yes. Yeah, the word.
Word world, where everything's a word in the world.
That's quality.
Quality. Backyardigans.
Quality show.
Okay, quality.
Backyardigans.
That's
I would like to point out
the
that-
Imagination Movers.
Imagination Movers.
You never watched it, and I'm like I went to see them in concert too.
Oh my gosh, I saw Yo Gabba Gabba in concert. Wonder Pets.
Wonder Pets.
Wonder
That's
Pets.
quality should. Imagination Movers. You need to watch that sometime.
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans Go. That
a lot of people don't like Teen Titans Go.
My mom can't stand Teen Titans Go. That show has been on for what?
Oh gosh,
9 years.
9 years.
I remember
not the
it
best
coming out, and it's just
It's not the best Cartoon Network show.
no. An Amazing World of Gumball got canceled.
Yeah.
And
That's the best. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
The Amazing World of Gumball is number 12.
maybe my favorite show from my childhood. The Amazing World of Gumball.
It's really.
What is the Upside Down show?
Oh my
Probably,
gosh.
Probably British.
No, I know this show.
You know that show?
Oh my gosh. I might get my mom to go talk about this. Dude, the Upside Down. What were their names? Oh, I forget their names. It was 2 guys, and they lived in this weird house.
Price is Right.
No, I forget their names, bro. Okay,
It's okay.
I don't.
The new we always watch that
Electric
in
Company?
school.
Dude, the Electric Company is awesome.
Hey, you guys. Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues?
Okay. Isn't that kid? Oh, remember the episode where he went to college?
Yeah, that's the.
Why do you
that's
need
the episode.
Why
Blue's
do you,
Clues.
why
Steve
do you
goes to
need
college.
Why do you need to go to college?
Okay, we're in the top 10 here, so we're gonna cop down. Cop down.
New Electric Company.
It's
Quality.
10. Number 9 is Blue's Clues.
Quality.
Number 8 is Crashbox.
What the heck is
I don't
that?
know what that is.
That looks terrifying.
Number 7, The Mr. Men Show.
What is that?
I don't know. Number 6, Sesame Street. There we go. Quality right there.
Okay. What?
Okay.
Okay, we're just gonna.
No. What?
Oh my gosh. Why is
Pause.
We Bear Bear?
Pause.
Why is We Bear Bear?
Okay. Well. Okay. I would like to point out this is a parents list.
Parents made this.
This is 2 parents about reminiscing. I would say.
Oh my gosh, We Bear Bears. That was not a good show.
What their daughter would watch. We Bear Bears is good.
Yeah, but then as you described, it became too anime.
Anime.
Is that Jack Black?
That would in fact be Jack Black. Number 4 is Yo Gabba Gabba featuring DJ Lance Rock. I don't know. I feel like that's more of a less common, but
that was a good show.
I was hardcore, man.
I thought it was weird though that it like took place on like they were all like toys and they were alive.
Yeah, they were. That was weird.
That was weird.
Number 3 is Fish Hooks. That's
okay.
pretty new.
I saw it a bit.
That's
yeah.
pretty new. Number 2 is Phineas and Ferb. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, good show. I've never watched every single episode in a row. I don't have Disney.
I've seen
Plus,
every
so-
episode in a row twice. I'm a pretty big fan.
The top 2 are your SpongeBob. Duh.
If SpongeBob isn't on this list, I swear.
SpongeBob's number 1, guaranteed. Put my money on it.
Gravity
SpongeBob
Falls?
isn't on this
Gravity,
list.
Where's SpongeBob?
Where's
SpongeBob
SpongeBob?
SquarePants?
Did these parents just hate SpongeBob?
Did they not let their kid watch SpongeBob? Oh
No. Gravity Falls, good show, but
Gravity Falls is
SpongeBob.
good. Okay, first of all, Phineas and Ferb is better than Gravity Falls. I said it. I don't care what you think. I said it, and I believe it.
Yeah.
But where
That's
is SpongeBob? It's because these people, see, here's where it comes back. These parents, this child, probably grew up in the era of SpongeBob that is not nearly as good as the first 4 seasons of SpongeBob. See, I'm sure if these people,
you didn't.
Just
you didn't.
I didn't either.
You just found it.
I know, but like these, okay. Some of these shows on here have the same sense of humor as the new SpongeBob, but the new SpongeBob wasn't on the list. Therefore, I can only assume that these parents didn't let their kids watch SpongeBob, because I kind of noticed there's also not a lot of Nickelodeon on here.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. Blue's Clues is Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
But that's the highest one. We
Yeah,
got a lot
there's
of
just,
Cartoon Network.
So maybe their kid just didn't re-watch it a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of Disney Channel.
Disney
and
Disney
and Cartoon Network.
But yeah,
this is not.
You heard our opinions on it.
Okay, I don't know what to say. I think that's enough. We don't want to get too worked up.
No.
I would say that's So yeah, thank you guys for listening in.
We actually made
watching.
it. We actually made it to an episode 2. We didn't get canceled after 1 week.
We did not get canceled after 1 week. We'll see how this week goes.
Don't cancel us.
Please don't.
Why are you getting so close to the microphone?
Please don't cancel us.
Don't cancel us.
But yeah, that's how it is. And as we said earlier, this is Sports Etc., the podcast where we talk about sports and how shampoo is actually edible. And we will see you next week with more exciting sports and etc.